Greetings and salutations. This is the voice of Loquacious of Herd, bringing you his afterthoughts on My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, Season 6, Episodes 1 and 2, titled The Crystalling. I heartily suggest you find and watch the episodes themselves, sans commentary, before proceeding with either this Afterthoughts review or viewing my full reaction, which is hosted at the link in the description. Be warned, this Afterthoughts review will contain spoilers for the season premiere. With that out of the way, a note before we move on to the review itself. This spoken herd review will be relatively brief, as there was a more extended written herd segment produced for these episodes. That written herd segment is available in Google Drive, under details in the Blind Reactions description. I like how they opened this season. The crisis which must be dealt with does not involve some big villain striving to do dastardly deeds, but is a matter of accident and misfortune. As a result, the story had a very different feel to it than other season openers have. The show seems to be mixing up its storytelling style a bit, and I like it. Keeps things fresh. Much of the story revolves around Starlight Glimmer adjusting to her new role as Twilight Sparkle's student. I quite enjoy watching her progression and struggles as she tries to rebuild her life in a far more mentally and emotionally healthy manner. She was the broken pony. Now, though, she's healing, and part of that healing is facing some of the key traumas of her past. Also, her interactions with Spike were perfect, alternating between comedic and rather sweet. Spike was totally on point in his role as helper of ponies. Flurryheart provided the other driving conflict, although she did so entirely without malice. As I mentioned, danger, but no villain. And what a danger we have. It's nice to see them revisiting the idea that the frozen north is a very bad place indeed. After all, the icy magical storms of that region utterly destroyed the three pony kingdoms of old, and neither Commander Hurricane's Pegasi nor Princess Platinum's unicorns, who, at that point in history, had all the celestial duties currently undertaken by the Royal Pony Sisters, were small shakes when it came to magic or weather control. If entire kingdoms had to flee before the might of the Wendigos, how long could the sole remaining pony empire in their territory remain when its defenses against the bitter cold and hard feelings were so abruptly removed? It was even nicer to see that Celestia and Luna were taking an active hoof in holding back the brunt of the disaster, that those two alone could even slow storms of that type and magnitude really showcases their power. And it wasn't like old Sully could just alter the sun shining to warm up the region around the Crystal Empire. That place is pretty far north. If the sun were used to heat someplace not all that far south of the Arctic Circle to temper it, then the rest of the planet would likewise be heated to a temperature somewhere between desert wasteland and on fire. I doubt anyone other than Aoizotl would be pleased by that. The day is saved, lessons are learned, and the episode draws to a close with a tantalizing hint of terrible troubles to come. I do hope that they are indeed foreshadowing the return of the Changeling Menace. I would dearly love to see more of that conflict. And with the seeds they planted here, perhaps we've seen the villain of the season after all. If you wish to see my full reaction to My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, Season 6, Episodes 1 and 2, titled The Crystalling, the link, as I mentioned earlier, is in the description. Feel free to leave any comments or likes for that reaction here on this Afterthoughts review. In addition, the full text of the original written herd segment for my blind reaction to The Crystalling is available in Google Drive under details in the video's description. And until next time, as always, kindly remember, y'all are awesome. Stay awesome.